Hello everybody and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. Now Chainsaw is just over there, you can see with the drill, little speck on the horizon. He's drilling this field here. Now while he's doing that, because there is only one drill available, I'm going to go and sell these. I don't know what the current price is, but hopefully it's going to be half decent. After all, it's just wood chips and they're never really worth that much. Okay, $2.97. I think that is actually the price it's been at for the whole time I've been storing these here. So there's not much point in waiting any longer. We have progressed through a different day now, and it's still a really bad price. And also I have to go very, very slowly because otherwise they come flying off the back. So if I just very slowly pick up speed, should prevent anything from catapulting backwards. There we go. And I think I'm going to have a nice leisurely drive at about 10 miles per hour. Luckily, the sawmill isn't too far away. But yep, there he is, just finishing off this field here. If you do want to see the progress which Chainsaw's made, please do check out his video. It will contain similar things to my video, but there are some aspects which are different, and of course it is overall from a completely different point of view. Please don't lose any bells, please don't lose any bells. Yes, okay, right, it wasn't much of a chance at 10 miles per hour anyway. The other thing which you might have noticed is the poplars are now regrowing. Just here in this field here. It is quite difficult to distinguish the poplars from the grass, but they are there. They are growing. Let's just see, there you go. So at some point they can be reharvested. There is some low level mist just moving in, low level fog over there. Very atmospheric. Almost there, just around the corner. That's the building. So yeah, I'm hoping just to basically reverse into there and then slam on the brakes, and then they all come flying off the back and I get paid. It's a pretty good deal. Thinking about it, I think I might go in forwards. I think it might just be a safer option. I can control the speed a bit better. These pickups really do accelerate quite hard, even if you are using a steering wheel and pedals. So yeah, using cruise control in 1 mile per hour notches is the best way. There we go. So not very impressive really, but it's something at least. It's a bit of money. All that poplar work. Yeah, if only wood chips were worth more in this game, it would be great. I do know how to adjust the price. I don't know how to do it for multiplayer as such, because I think both the players have to have the same configuration in the files. But if I was playing single player, I do know how to boost those figures up and even match it with another crop type such as soybeans or something. If it was soybeans it'd be probably too much, it'd be like £2,000 for every 1,000 litres. But yeah, anyway, I could do that if I really wanted to. The forecast is for rain, but we do have some silage to do. Now the only problem with this is the pit does still have some silage in it, so I don't know how we're going to tackle this exactly. We're probably going to have to just empty it first. We could just put the silage into a trailer for storage. It doesn't really matter which way we do it, but yes, something is going to have to be done. So let's just put that here for now. There we go. I do need to just check and see how many litres we have in the silage pit. 50, perfect, so that would all fit into a trailer. That would all fit into a BSM trailer. And there would only ever be one person carting anyway, so that's fine. We can afford to have one trailer taken up with silage in storage. So let's just put this over here. And I will very, very quickly, before we start working with Chainsaw, get that loaded, and we'll completely empty the pit, ready for the silaging, which is going to be taking place soon, but I'm not liking the look of the forecast. That could definitely look a bit better. Okay, so let's just get these scooped up and put into the trailer. It'll be a nice fast job. I won't bother time-lapsing it because I've already done a whole video on this. In fact, I've done 2 videos on it. So the next time you see me, which will be in just a couple of seconds, it will be pretty much loaded. As I said, the pit is almost empty and the trailer is almost full. So yeah, there we go, 69% left in there, in the bucket, and the pit is completely empty. So it is now time to sort out the forages. Now, I did want to use something like the, I think it was called something like the Crone Cargos or something. We used them in multiplayer in FS19. but I'm not too sure if they've actually been released for 19 officially. I have seen many people use it. I'll have to go and check Mod Hub. Yeah, it's not a Mod Hub, I've just taken a look. So it must have just been converted. So we won't be using it today, we'll be using a different setup. But that can now be put away. I probably shouldn't have the cover over. I can imagine it does start to get quite damp and sweaty, and I don't think it's supposed to sweat because then it will start to rot. So yeah, let's just, well, we'll put it in there anyway. Now I'll keep the cover off. Change of plan. I wouldn't want it to spoil. Okay, let's just get this turned around in here. And now I can attach the orange trailer, which should be somewhere as well. Just here. Right, perfect. So that is going to be the trailer we cart with. The reason why we always use these BSM trailers is just because they are really big. The capacity is huge. 70,000 litres, which you've probably heard me say many times before, but it is just a really good all-round trailer to use. So that is ready to go. Now the field in question is field number 51. We did buy it in the previous episode, so field 51 is hopefully all going to be harvested today as silage, which is going to mean probably 50-50. 50% of the time I'm in the lorry carting and also compacting, and then 50% of the time I'll be in the harvester, and obviously vice versa. So let's just head over there. We'll get this all parked up, ready to go. As you can see, Chainsaw is just finishing off over there with the great big John Deere, which again I haven't featured for a little while. As for the sugarcane just here, we are going to be doing it, but I did find a mod which I want to use. It's very unrealistic, but I just want to get the sugarcane done once again, so probably in the next episode we'll just blast through it. Basically it's a 20-metre header, and it only actually animates about 2 metres feeding in. Well, when I say that, it does disappear, the crop disappears, but the header itself is only about 2 metres wide, so it just looks a bit strange. So this is the field here. We have bought this. Looks pretty good. And it will take a little while to work, but we are going to go for the biggest setup, so let's just take a look at the options. Definitely this one here. And the good thing about doing silage is you know you're always going to make a profit. Don't think any GPS, it's sort of debatable. It's quite expensive. I don't really care what the wheel is, what the tyre is. So there we go, that's 24,301. And then we have the header itself, which is going to be, I don't know, 70,000. It will be, but we're going to lease it, so it's fine. Right, so the Orbis, it's 121,000, crikey. 6,196, so that's pretty good. And we don't require any kind of header trailer with that, which is making it easier and cheaper. There we go. Right. Again, I absolutely love the 3D tracks. I just really wish the Giants would do that to the existing tractors with 3D tracks. Or with 2D tracks, sorry, with tracks, because it looks really bad. When you go back to one, it looks horrendous. So I think they must just be waiting until the next version, from what I can tell. But it would be good if they could update it, because it really does show. Now they've put the effort in, it does show when you go back to something like the Challenger or the Fendt tractor. Yeah, it really is a misty day, and the rain is going to be moving in later, so we really do need to get this field done quickly. I don't see any reason why we won't be able to get it completed before the rain. You can see the sky, there's some cloud, but it's not too bad. It's bright enough. I think the rain is probably going to be moving in a few hours, so there should definitely be enough time to get field 51 harvested. It's also very comfy in here. Very comfy. Oh, they haven't fixed that. I thought they would have fixed the sort of camera going through the headrest of the seat, because I mentioned that on the first look stream. Anyway, it's only a minor thing, very minor. Let's figure out where Chainsaw is. Where's Chainsaw? In the yard, looks like he's on the way, unless he's just run out of seed, but it doesn't take long to drill that field over there, so I think he might be on the way. We're ready to go. So this is a nice beast of a header. I think it was the large one we could go for. I think it was also the largest one out of all the brands. But it's still not massive, but you know, it's good. It's very good. That field's regrowing too. Right, so I feel really we should actually go across there first to make a bigger headland. Perfect timing. Absolutely perfect. Right, beacon's off. And I can now await the arrival of the reversing lorry. It's done its reversing. Right, here is chainsaw then. We'll get things fired up. So how big is the field? I think everything you see there is the same field. I think. Let's just see if there is a neighbouring field. There is a neighbouring field, but it isn't actually part of the map. It's sort of off the screen. So it's big. Yeah, that is all ours. It is going to be quite a large harvest. So large, in fact, maybe we should have had 2 harvesters. We could have had them on workers and then had 2 trailers on the go. Of course, we'd have to sell the previous load to get started and see how it goes, really, because these are going to be filling up fairly quickly as well, which means we're going to have a lot of time not at the field. Yeah, so when we've done the first trailer, we can figure it out, see if we need 2. But that is a big field. I only opted to have the standard pipe, and really it's doing a fantastic job. I don't actually know why you'd have to go for the long pipe, because I don't really know why you'd be further away than this, than the lorry is currently. If anybody knows, please do let me know. You know, when you can opt for the longer pipe, because surely the trailer would have to be way over there or something, unless I have taken the wrong understanding of what the longer pipe means. I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's get this thing going on a time lapse, and I'll see you in a second. That was absolutely astounding. So we have just filled that trailer in just a matter of minutes, and that is 70,000 litres if you've forgotten, which you won't have done because I keep saying it. So I've gone for this very stumpy looking truck. I'm going to go and sell this, and then we're going to have 2 carters, because not only do we have to cart, but we also do have to push up every time, and you know, it does add up. That is going through there. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for the stumpy lorry actually. Can we actually see it? Anyway, it looks interesting. Anyway, yes, let's just go and sell this very quickly. I might have to reconfigure that because that trailer is sitting unbelievably close to the cab. Right, yeah, so just for a very brief time we're going to have to speed up time. Not that I want to, because it means the rain will be getting ever closer. But just to be able to unload all of this, it shouldn't be too long. Like 10 seconds at 120. As you saw in the previous episode, it only takes 50,000 litres, and we have about 60 here. Right, that should do. Let's just... should be fine. Hopefully it all tips out. And then at midnight we're going to be paid quite a decent amount of money once again. It's getting close. Wow, that was close. Okay, good. It is empty. I think... oh, it's not empty. Goodness me. I thought it was. Yeah, so I was about to say, I think I'll do 1 load first, just to get back on track, and then I will go and reconfigure it. Now it's empty. Completely empty. I just realised I won't be able to reconfigure it because it's a leased machine, so we'll just have to ignore the trailer going through the cab. Obviously if I went for a longer one, because you can get this same lorry as a longer version, in fact the one over here, that is the same one, just longer. It sits way back, so I'll wait my turn, but very soon it's going to become very chaotic, and actually I could still take over on this occasion. Saves a bit of money. Yeah, but eventually it will be getting ahead of us. This is my first load. Obviously we've already had a few loads, but I do need to start compacting as we go a bit, so I think really we need to get a fairly heavy tractor onto it. The John Deere isn't going to be replaced today, but it is probably going to be replaced in the next episode or two. Also, the series will be changing at some point. The map will be changing. We don't know when, but we are starting to repeat a few jobs, so we don't know what we should move to when we do. If you have any suggestions, please do post down below. The thing is, Lone Oak is a very good map, so it is tough to find another map which is going to be geared up the same way for our sort of gameplay. Is this the fastest the trailer unloads? Oh no, I'm stuck. Come on. Oh no. Yes, it is slowly freeing itself. There we go, good. It's put a bit too much there though. Maybe there's another way. How have I got it tipping? Let's just see. Yes, it's just going through a flap on the back, isn't it? So there should be another way. If I just abort the unload. Let's just see what I can do here. Yeah, let's go into grain door. I'll just tip at the back. There we go. I should tip much faster. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I will just get another tractor sorted out. We do have something nearby. It probably will be the... Oh, perfect. This is the best of John Deere for that sort of thing. That couldn't be better for compacting silage. So I think the idea here is just to do a little bit every time we dump a load. Obviously we can't be here for too long because we're going to be required. The trailer is going to be needed. But this can just obliterate anything in its path. Shame I did tip such a big pile there. Also because it's articulated, it can sort of wiggle its way out of difficulty if it does get grounded. Yes, that does need to be sorted out, that mound. I'm sure just driving over it continuously will sort it. But yeah, this is something for over time. Yes, that's a bad one there. Anyway, yes, like I say, I can't be here for too long. That is definitely compacting it, isn't it? Yes, it is, good. Just doesn't really look like it is doing. We need a leveler. We could... Oh no, we couldn't. Doesn't have a 3-point linkage. Okay, well I can't put this in the way because we have to pull around here to unload, so I think the best place for it is going to be just in here. I'll head back to the field and we'll get the next load. They're over there. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't think he's full just yet, but he must be very close because we swapped over and that's already been up and down, so that trailer must be almost at the top. About 90% I would say. It'd be interesting actually, you could, if you really wanted to, you could go and look at Chainsaw's video at this point and see exactly how full he is. That is one of the good things about doing two videos recorded at exactly the same time, just from a different point of view. My guess is 90%, but I'm usually wrong. I'll wait in line and it will be us in a second. Okay, so obviously Chainsaw's been doing a bit, and that is looking much more level, so yes. Now I can try and perfect my unloading. I didn't realise it was set to the grain door before. I'm not too sure why it was. But anyway, not to worry. I think, yeah, we could still do with a bit more over on our right hand side, the way we're looking at it. But this is going to unload, I would say, rapidly. Yes. So in that case, I'm going to do a few passes. And then I can hopefully reverse over it all again with the John Deere. I think I've calculated it roughly. It's about 3 to 4 minutes we have in the yard. That's how long we can spend in the yard. So it's pretty good. Maybe I could actually go a little bit slower there. I don't really want too much at the front because it all piles out. Also, I've put the different tyres on this lorry, so I think it does work much better when reversing over the silage pit. Okay, so yeah, I'll just get that compacted down. There we go. And then we can head back over to the field and finish off. I don't know how many more loads there's going to be. Not many. By the look of it, about 3 or 4. Although it was a big field, when you've got 2 lorries on the go with gigantic trailers and you've got a worker, it soon passes. How much do we have in here so far? 348,000 litres, and remember this was empty at the beginning of the episode, or about 5 minutes into the episode. Quite amazing stuff. Compaction level 98%. Pretty good. 100%. Perfect. In that case, I'll head back to the field already. I don't know how long I've been here. I had to guess 3 minutes. So that is getting close to my estimation. I keep checking the minimap to see where he is. He's on his first trip down the field. He's already been half the way up the field, so he's got about another full pass left until he's full. So I don't need to rush. I just need to finish this off. It only just didn't fit in that trailer. It was just a very tiny amount here. So probably 10% of this trailer, thereabouts. Anyway, it's all looking very healthy in the yard. As soon as this is done, we'll probably cover it over. There'll always be a piece escaping out the front. We can use the big bucket to dispose of that, but I found that it is very hard work and very long-winded actually getting rid of it, because if you do, you have to not only tip it back in the pit, which is fine because you can do it over the side, but then you have to go back onto the pit with the machine to compact it, because it affects the compaction level. So that just brings it all out the front again. So what I tend to do is just leave it and then next time, for the next clamp that we do, I just push that into the back and then start again, basically. So in real life, yes, it would just rot away, but in FS, it does not. So this is actually still going to be another 12,000 litres. It's pretty good stuff. So we have loads. We really do have loads. Our worker has performed very well. Come on, worker, you can detect where the trailer is. Good. Okay, right. So yeah, there's the odd piece here and there, but nothing substantial. Almost caught up with him. Just unloading now. So yes, we'll get this 12,500 litres put on there as well. Then it can be compacted, and then we'll get it all sheeted up. Get it all covered over. I will be very interested to see how many litres there actually are, though. Considering it was just one field, I think we've done unbelievably well, and we haven't even done any of the fertilising ourselves because it was just a field which we purchased. So amazing stuff. Okay, I want to move forwards, but I can't. My wheels are spinning. Come on, lorry, you can do it. Okay, I do know of a solution. Tends to work. It works well. Right, okay. This lives down the side. Oh, not quite like that. I wish I could get this G29 to work with Logitech gaming software. It just randomly disabled itself. I've reinstalled everything, and no joy. No joy getting it back. So, chainsaw's just hopped into there before me. 95%, 568,000 litres. Over 500,000 litres from one field. Amazing. So that'll take just a matter of seconds, really. Seems to compact very quickly with that John Deere. So just once more back over, and then we can press R. Now he's pushing it up, and I don't know if maybe it's the bucket. Because he's managing to pick up so much in the bucket, it means that when he drives back over it again, it's not spilling out too far. I must have only ever used the base game bucket when doing this, and yeah, whenever I use that, as soon as you drive on it, because you haven't really picked much up, it comes flying out here. Unless, of course, they've changed it as well. Maybe they've changed how much it can escape out the front. But something is different. Which means that we actually can have it all in the pit, which is good. And also, yeah, because it's compacting so quickly, there's no issues. Something has changed. Maybe I've not done it since FS19. Anyway, I think that's ready to go. 572,000 litres. Covered. Nice. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.